Hi guys, welcome back to Makeup Monday. My name's Sarah if you're new here, and on this channel we do all things beauty. So today I want to do a clean girl makeup look, aka a no makeup look. We're gonna do a little rant here. First, you can skip to this part if you want to start the tutorial. So I posted a video on TikTok in response to another creator's video about why does my clean girl makeup look like this by the end of the day, and one of my followers asked me for help, so I stitched the video and did a quick version of a clean girl makeup. I got a few comments like, this isn't clean girl makeup, that ain't no clean girl makeup. That just made me want to deep dive into this whole clean girl makeup thing, because you know there's so many trends on TikTok that are basically just old makeup techniques, you know, regurgitated as TikTok trends. And the harmful part is the trolls on TikTok and the people who think they know everything on TikTok and comment on things like my video saying that's not clean girl makeup, when in reality it is clean girl makeup, and you have to understand the concept, the original concept of what it is. There's a term, makeup has no rules, and there's a reason why that is a term, because makeup does have guidelines and rules to achieve a certain look or to help with makeup application, but there's no one size fits all when it comes to makeup. One way of applying makeup isn't always going to be the right way for you to do it. So this just goes back to TikTok trends and people thinking there's only one way to do a trend and not understanding where the trend came from. So that's where I wanted to come in and discuss the whole clean girl makeup look and give it a new term for what it is. It's a no makeup look, and anyone can achieve that look. The clean girl aesthetic is really harmful because it makes people feel like you have to have perfect skin. You know, so many things that you have to have before even doing the makeup. It goes so much more deeper than the makeup, and I don't want to touch on that, but I want to just touch on why it's harmful to people who don't feel like they look like that before makeup. And I want to talk about this from someone who loves makeup, someone who loves teaching others how to do their makeup to inspire confidence in them, and as a professional makeup artist standpoint. The thing about no makeup is we're all going to be starting from different levels. It's all going to depend on your skin type, your skin tone, your face shape. So all of those things are really important for you to know, which I highly recommend trying TikTok filters to find these things. And again, it's not one size fits all. You can be in between many things. So these are things that we have to keep in mind when it comes to trends, and it could make others feel like they can't be a part of that trend or that group when that is so far from the truth. Makeup should be inclusive to everybody, and I just want to show you my tips and steps to get a natural looking no makeup look. Step number one is skin prep, and I feel like all of the makeup artists on TikTok will tell you this. As long as your skin is prepped for makeup, your makeup is going to look better and it's going to last longer. Really important that you know your skin type so you can address all of your skin care concerns before you do your makeup. Freck Beauty Rich Bitch Protect and Prime Serum. I freaking love this stuff. This is like a skincare primer, which is my favorite. The skin should always be hydrated and moisturized right before you do makeup. So say you have dry skin or you have oily skin, whatever it is, the skin needs to be balanced before you put your makeup on. So you will know if your skin is dry, it should look plump, supple, and hydrated before you do your makeup. That means you have addressed your skincare concern or your skin type concerns before you do your makeup. Everything is always about balance when it comes to makeup. I have another video on how to do long-lasting makeup, so go check that out. Step number two is glow. I always like to start with a makeup technique called strobing. If you've been following me, then you know I always talk about this. In order to get that refreshed, glowy look that the clean girl makeup has, or no makeup, then you want to have your skin glowing from within. And the way that we do that is by putting on a cream or liquid highlighter before we put on our foundation or concealer or anything. I like to use e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This is one of my favorite products. I've said it so many times, but it's just so good. I put it on the high points of my face where the light would naturally hit and the skin would have like a shine to it. You see where while my skin is hydrated and moisturized, it's hitting in certain areas. That's where I'm applying this product. That's where you should be applying highlighter at the end of your makeup. What I love about this product is it gives me that radiance, that glow. It's not too much, it's not greasy looking, and it evens out my skin tone. I feel like that's the biggest plus of this product. And I'm just gonna blend it in with the same brush that I use for my foundation. I like to start where I place it and then just kind of spread it around. So since I do have clear skin, I just have a little bit of discoloration, I could get away with just using this product, honestly. Every single product, you wanna make sure you really push it into the skin. This is gonna make the makeup look more natural. You want it to become one with your skin. And now you see how the face has like a really nice, healthy glow to it. I love this product so much. Step 3 for me and my no makeup look is going to be foundation. And a lot of people have a problem with this when it comes to clean girl makeup. Like, you're not supposed to use foundation for clean girl makeup. Well, this is no makeup. And for everyone, this step is going to be different. If you have hyperpigmentation or you have acne, then you might want to use a concealer or a color corrector even before going in with foundation if you don't want to wear a lot of foundation. You could see how it could be different for so many people depending on your skin and what you like and what you want. So for me, I'm just gonna go in with a really light layer of foundation to even out my skin tone. My skin has a lot of redness in it in my cheeks and also hormonal redness around my nose. Sometimes I have melasma, which is a form of hyperpigmentation. I have freckles. So for me to get that really refreshed, clean look, I like to even out my skin tone, and the way to do that is with a foundation. I like something that's lightweight, medium to full coverage, but we're not gonna use a lot of it. So it's still gonna be very natural. This is the True Match Super Blendable Foundation, and I'm gonna spread this around before I get red first. So I just did one layer of this foundation, just to really even out the skin. The next step is going to be a concealer, but I use a concealer as highlighter. And what this is gonna do is it's going to brighten my face, it's going to lift my face, it's gonna make me look more awake. And the important thing is not how much you use, but where you place this. And for highlighting and contouring, it's all gonna depend on your face shape. And TikTok has so many cool filters that are very accurate when it comes to placement. So definitely go check those out on TikTok. I've done a few videos, I'll show one here. I'm between an oval and a diamond face shape. Be a combination of face shapes, but definitely play around with them. Try where it says to put your highlight and your contour and see what works for your face. This is to create balance in the face. So first we're going to highlight with some concealer, and I'm gonna go in with Urban Decay Quickie Concealer. I like bright, awake, lifted look. So this is where I'm gonna place it for my face shape. Like I said, it's really important to go by your face shape, not just use a bunch in hopes that it's gonna make you look awake. So I have some hollowness underneath my eyes and I wanna bring that forward. So that's why I'm using a light highlighting color to do that. I also have smile lines right here. They're not that bad, but I do put a little bit of concealer to create the illusion of bringing them forward. And then I like to lift my face from my mouth and my eyes. I also like to highlight the center of my face. That looks good on everybody. So concealer can do two things. It can either conceal blemishes or it can be used as a highlighter. And in order for it to be used as a highlighter, you have to use preferably 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. The problem is TikTok, a lot of stuff is for show. So in reality, you actually don't need that much concealer. We're gonna blend it out with a sponge. Need it, and I'm gonna show you how I blend it out with this sponge. And it has a straight edge, so it really helps me lift my face. And then under the eye, we're gonna put it there. And then I'm gonna spread it to right here. And also, I'm gonna use my lower lash line, and I'm gonna use it to lift my face. I hope what you guys can see here is it's not about the amount of concealer you're using. You don't need to use a lot, but you do have to understand the importance of placement. Step number 5 is contour or bronzer. If you want a more natural look, bronzer is going to be the way that you should go. I'm gonna use a cream bronzer. You can also do this with a powder bronzer depending on your skin type, but for me, cream products mimic skin better than powder. And since I really do want it to look like a no makeup look, I'm gonna go in a cream bronzer. This one is from Milk, and for show purposes, I'm gonna put it on my face. The more natural route would be to place it on a brush and then place it on your face, but I wanna show you where I'm going to put it. Where the sun hits. For my face shape, we have a face shape similar to mine. I'm gonna smile, but I'm gonna put the bronzer back here. So you see where my cheek is? I'm gonna put the bronzer here, but on the back half of my face. I'm not gonna let it go past the end of my eyebrow. I like to have a structured nose, but since we are doing more natural, I'm gonna go in with the brush first. I'm gonna start from my eyebrow, bring it straight down. I'm just gonna use a brush and I'm gonna press this in. I'm not gonna swipe it because I don't want to disturb the placement. We're gonna press. So you see how natural it's looking? Foundation and concealer can kind of wash the face out. So bronzer brings the color back to your skin. And that's really important if you want a healthy look. Because you know, the opposite of healthy is sick, and when you're sick, you lose all color in your face. So I'm gonna use my sponge and just do my nose. The nose is optional, but it does give the face so much more structure than if it didn't have it. Blush is honestly optional, but step 6 for me is gonna be blush. You know, when you're healthy, you're flushed, you have some color on your face, that's what blush is doing. It's just providing a little bit of color on your face. I'm gonna go in with this Rare Beauty in Joy, and this is just a really natural color for my skin tone. I'm just gonna go in with the smallest amount. This time I am gonna go in with the brush on my hand. Again, for my face shape, this is where I would place it for a lifted look. This looks really good. I look very healthy, I look awake, I look refreshed, I look natural still. Because if you were to look close, you don't really know where one layer ends and one layer begins, and that's the whole point of having a natural makeup look. It is makeup, it's gonna look like makeup, but we still wanna just look like ourselves, just the better, the rested version, the one that gets in the sun often, all of her nights sleep. That's the version that we're going for, okay? Step 7 is going to be powder. Now, powder isn't for everybody, but if you want the makeup to last longer, then you're gonna wanna use powder. Especially if you leave the face wet and tacky like this, the more likely everything is gonna move around if you touch it with your hand, if you put your hand on your face. Like, the skin is just going to eat the cream up, especially if you're oily or you get oily throughout the day. There's just no way around it. Powder is going to hold the makeup on longer. But we don't have to use a lot, and my favorite to do this with is the Kosas Cloud Set, and I love this one because it takes away the shine, but it doesn't get rid of the glow on the skin. So I'm just gonna use a puff. You can use a brush for an even more natural look. And I'm just gonna put this in the places where I get shiny, or where my skin is already a little shiny. I'm just gonna put a light layer. Just lightweight, translucent. Just gonna set the under eyes, which I like because I do get creases under my eyes if I don't set them. Step 8 is gonna be your eyebrows. I'm gonna fill them in very naturally, but your eyebrows frame your face. I'm just going to give my eyebrows some definition where it's needed, just to keep it as natural as possible. And I'm just gonna use a brow pencil from Maybelline. Just very lightly. So that's it. So you see how that's just framing my face so much better than this one? A little bit goes a long way. You don't have to go crazy with it, but it really does enhance my face with the framing. And lastly for the face is some setting spray. This step is optional, but I do feel like if you use either a setting spray or a fixing spray, it is going to help with the longevity of your makeup. So a fixing spray is going to melt everything together, the powder with the liquids and the creams, and a setting spray does have more staying, will give you a little bit more staying powder, especially if you use it at the end, especially because just like the fixing spray, it is gonna melt everything together. And the more light the layer is of makeup as a whole, the longer it's going to last. One of my secret weapons for really luminous, glowy, dewy makeup and protection is this Milani Make It Last sunscreen spray. This is not for the oily girls, unfortunately, because it is gonna make you super luminous and glowy. I'm just gonna show you how healthy it makes my skin. And if anyone's wondering, yes, it does smell, feel, and taste like SPF. So be very careful. Do you see the glow that this just gave my skin? My skin looks like skin again. And I'm just gonna press that in with the sponge just to take it down a notch. It does get a little overly shiny. I went a little overboard today, but you get the gist of it. Okay, because of that, I think I have to add more powder. That was a mistake on my end, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of powder through my T-zone where I've gotten a little too shiny because of that spray. I should have kind of sprayed it on like the outside of my face, or maybe just not so much. Second to last step, step number 8, is to do your lashes. You don't have to do your lashes, but if you want to, you know, your lashes frame your eyes, in my opinion, so they really make you look awake if you at least give them a curl. Everything I use today will be linked in one place, so you can shop all of the products all at once in one link. And I'll also put like my favorite skin prep, you know, my favorite natural glam favorites, or my favorite no makeup favorites. Last but not least, I am going to do the lips. The lips are up to you, whatever your preference is. If you just like chapstick, do you, boo. If you just like lip gloss, whatever. But for me, I like lip liner. So I'm gonna do what works for me to feel my best and to feel like the enhanced version of me. I'm gonna keep it light though, color-wise. I'm gonna go in with MAC Whirl. And I'm just gonna put a smidge of this lip color. This is like a deeper version of my lip, so it's like a my lip but better. And you know what, I'm just gonna put it on like that and then. And this lasts long. Some bronzer of your choice. Powder bronzer is better, especially if you get oily eyelids. And I'm just gonna go through my crease in my eye. And just pull, it's the prettiest touch. Also, if you are scared to contour your nose, here's a really easy way that you can get some color on your nose and it's gonna look super natural. A bronzer and like a fluffy brush. You wanna make sure it's kind of fluffy. You're just gonna run it up and down your nose. And your nose will just kind of pick up where it needs to go. And it doesn't look too contoured or like lines going down your nose like I like to have it, to be honest. This is the final look. What do you guys think? I think I definitely look like a more enhanced version, a natural version of myself from what I look like this morning. So let's roll the clip. This is me before and this is me after. Awake, we look refreshed, we looked rested, and this is the final look. This is the no makeup look. Obviously, it looks like makeup. It's gonna look like makeup whenever there is makeup on your face. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. I will see you guys in next week's video, and if you can't wait until then, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. Bye.